Hello, hello, welcome back. Whoop, 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 whoop. My corner of the world where we talk about life and we live it together. If you are here, welcome, welcome, welcome. You probably watched some of my other videos pertaining to the post-quarantine healthy challenge. That's right. If you're watching this video, you are probably interested in joining the Healthy You post-quarantine, whatever I'm calling it, health challenge. Basically, what I'm wanting to do is host this challenge that helps you to get back to a better you post-quarantine. Now, yes, people have said, I'm still in quarantine. I understand that. Most of the country is opening up, and so I am wanting us, even if you're still in quarantine, to start choosing healthier options, better ways of living, whatever way that is or looks for you. So this challenge is going to be a 6-week challenge, and I keep messing it up in every single video I make because I'm me. But today is day 1, okay? So June 8th, today is day 1. We're gonna do this challenge all the way through July 20th. That will be 6 weeks. So this is a 6-week challenge that I want you to join me on. I really want this to be a challenge that is something that pushes you but is not overwhelming unless you know your limits and you know you really want to push yourself. But in this video, I'm going to explain what I'm going to do for 6 weeks. And the reason why I want you to join is because I know for me, I tend to need accountability. I know what macros work for me. I know how much I need to work out to feel good and to look good. But at the end of the day, I really struggle with, just the push to keep doing what I know is good for me. And that for me enhances and it helps when I have accountability. And I know that's a lot of people. When I am on my own trying to do challenges or trying to eat well, I usually fall short and don't do as well or commit to it. But when I do a challenge through a gym or I'm doing it with friends, that's when I really see results. And so I know for me, accountability is a huge deal. And I want to be that for you. And so in this next 6 weeks, just to kind of give some clarity on what's going to happen, I will be posting every other week an update on the challenge and kind of check in with you. I'll also send emails. If you sent me your email and you're really committing to this, I'll send emails kind of throughout the 6 weeks, but I'll be posting like a body check-in / update every other week. So today's day 1. There's going to be 4 videos. So today is day 1. I'll be posting on the 22nd, again on July 6th, and then the last day of the challenge I'll post on July 20th. So 4 videos total. Every other week I'll post an update on my progress and how I'm doing, as well as bringing you into my journey. I will also be giving tips and advice on what has helped me in the past. Now, I want to make this challenge something that you can do. And so this challenge does not even have to be like a physical goal, if you will. So if you feel like you have mentally just you haven't been doing super well and you want to start journaling again, or you want to start getting into God's word every day. If you want to make it more physical, then going to the gym 3 times a week or committing to a certain number of calories or macros, which I'll explain macros in a minute because that's what I'm going to be doing. But whatever you want to do that helps you get back to where you were before quarantine. Because I know for me, I have gained some weight in quarantine that I want to get off, and that's okay. That's a good goal to have. Excuse me, cats. That's a good goal to have. If you feel like you have kind of lost track with the Lord and you want to commit to reading the word every day or journaling, whatever the post-quarantine health challenge, whatever that means to you, whatever you want to get better at, that's what I want you to choose. It does not have to be physical. It can be mental or spiritual, whatever. Now, there are things you can do if you're still in quarantine. If you are still choosing to be inside the house, if you're living in a state that has more restrictions, Arizona's pretty open right now, so I'm getting back to the gym, I'm out and about, back to work, like life is pretty much back to normal in terms of that. But if you are not, that's okay. You can choose to do at-home workouts. So there are totally things that you can still do at home for this challenge. So if you had told me I was gonna make this video like even a year ago, I would have thought you were crazy, because before this last year I just grew a lot in terms of my confidence, in terms of knowing who I am, in terms of even just body image confidence. I would have never done this, but I have grown a lot in this last year in terms of knowing who I am and believing in myself, what I can do physically, but also just as a leader. A lot of videos that I watch and a lot of people that I like to look up to are very vulnerable and they're very honest about their journeys. And a lot of people tend to post on YouTube like, here's my transformation, and not even like bring you into it. I want to do the opposite, where I'm at a place where I'm a little bit unhappy with my body right now. Not insecure, but I'm just at a place where I'm like, I could be in a better place. I could tone up here. I could lose some weight here, and that's okay. It is not a shameful thing to want to enhance your body or to get back to a place where you feel really confident. So I want to show you my progress. I want to take you into the progress, and I want you to be honest about your progress with me too. You don't have to share everything, but I just want us to do a challenge together where we encourage each other in the progress, because it's not really about getting there. It's about the journey. And especially with losing weight, I'm not going to lose all the weight I probably want to in 6 weeks. That's pretty unhealthy. It is a long-term goal that I want all of us to choose. And I want to make this something that can send you even further into the future, where you continue spending time with Jesus every day, or you continue to eat a certain amount of calories every day so you don't overeat or you don't undereat, or where you choose, you know what, 3 times a week going to the gym is perfect for me. I want to continue doing that. So I kind of want this to also propel you into the future to do more down the road too. So anyways, I've learned that vulnerability is powerful, and it can bring people into a place of being real and honest with themselves, also encouraging other people to love themselves too. And so that's why I want to do this as well, is because I know, and I'm very aware, that I'm not the smallest girl out there, and I never will be. I am built thick, is that the word? I'm built very sturdy. Why I choose to do what I do in terms of calories and macros and working out is because I have been doing CrossFit for over a decade now. CrossFit is something that fuels my joy. I love CrossFit, and if you have followed me for a long time, you know I love lifting. You know I love the power behind it and how fierce the sport is. I just absolutely love it. And because I have a thicker body, I tend to do really well with weightlifting. And over the years, I've come to the conclusion that, you know what, I'm honestly more proud of what my body can do rather than more proud of what it looks like. And I choose to work out, and I choose to do these things not just to look good, not even just to feel good in the moment or to fuel my security or my joy. But when I think long term, when I think about, you know, whatever you choose to do for this challenge, when I think about choosing to do something now and commit to it, you know, for my health, I'm gonna create longevity for my future. My goal, my overall goal, like my long-term goal for working out and eating well, is to be able to play with my grandchildren. That's something that I always say and I always stand by. I want to be the grandma who's really fit and really healthy and can run and play and tackle grandchildren and just have fun and still be able to move and live a really long life. That is my overall goal for this, is not just to have a superficial, temporary, short-term goal of looking good, you know, for whatever reason, which are fine goals. So those are okay goals to have. You know, things are opening up. We want to put on bathing suits and feel good, whatever. That's a good goal. But I want you to think of a long-term goal, something that's further down the road that says, you know what, I want that down the road. If that's spending time with Jesus every day, like I want to be able to spend 30 minutes to an hour with Jesus every day so it fuels my ministry. You know, whatever it is for you is long-term that can really spark this fire for becoming healthier post-quarantine. And so don't feel shame not choosing like a physical challenge to do, you know. Choosing to get healthy mentally and spiritually is really important too. So because I'm choosing a physical goal, I wanted to go over what I am doing and just bring you into the goals that I've set for myself. So I've done quite a bit of challenges in the past in terms of how many calories or macros I eat. And there's a certain amount of calories that I have found to really work for me. And for me, that is eating roughly 1550 to like 1700 calories. And now I believe in fluctuating with your calories. So like if there's a day I don't work out, then I probably should stick to maybe 15 to 1600 calories. But if I did a really hard workout that day, let myself eat, you know, up to 1700 calories or so, because your body needs different things every single day. I don't believe in just one strict, this many calories, this many macros. Every body is different. And I also want to make a disclaimer. I should have said this way in the beginning. I am not certified in anything. Nutrition, I'm not certified in, I'm not a personal trainer. I am not a coach at all. I've just done this for a really long time. I always say, If I didn't major in worship arts, I would have majored in exercise science because I love this stuff. I love healthy living, and I'm not super strict about it, but I enjoy just being healthy and choosing a healthy lifestyle. So what I'm gonna be doing is kind of calories, but mostly focusing on macros. Once again, I'm not a coach, but I do know what macros are. So your macronutrients are your fats, your proteins, and your carbs. Proteins are muscle recovery to keep you from becoming hungry. Proteins are your meats. A lot of beans have proteins, protein shakes, protein bars, but a lot of like meat. Carbs are your energy. So they fuel your energy. So that is your fruits, your vegetables. If you're eating grains, you can do grains. A lot of diets say to avoid grains. I don't avoid grains because they're good fiber. If you're gluten-free, obviously you avoid grains. And then your fats come from animal fat. So if you eat, meat, a lot of that fat, the animal fat is your fat. Oils, nuts, cheeses, dairy, a lot of that is your fat. And fat is, I believe in eating quite a bit of fat because it's really good for your brain function as well as your skin and your hair. So the numbers that I have that I'm going to be trying to stick to are, it's roughly 1,600 calories as the average, but I'm going to be doing 140 protein, 100 carbs, and 70 fat. Those are the rough numbers. Now, I'm not a stickler where it's like if I only eat 130 protein, I'm not going to kill myself, or if I go 20 carbs over, it's not going to be the end of the world. But those are roughly the numbers that I want to stick to that I know have really helped me. And I want to say that this is not the standard. Do not follow what I'm following. If you have questions about this stuff, reach out and I will ask other people. But we want to do this safely and not undereat or overeat. We don't want to ruin our bodies or ruin our metabolisms. So I'm not encouraging you to do my numbers. I know what's good for me. I know what has worked for me. So I want you to be safe. So this challenge is going to be really fun because I believe in accountability. I believe in the power of doing things together. And so if you are choosing to do this challenge, congratulations. I'm so excited to do this with you. I wanted to share one product that I have really loved. So I know that protein powders there's just so many different kinds, and there's just a vast variety of the kinds that you can buy. And I wanted to share the protein powder that I typically use. So I have tried a lot of different proteins, but one brand that I always tend to go back towards is Orgain. And it's not a really fancy brand. You can probably get it anywhere you go. It's definitely at Target. They have them at Sprouts, but I just order them on Amazon because it's just easy. This protein is the best tasting protein that I have tried. This is a keto Orgain, and no, I'm not doing keto, but what I like about it is because I do eat less carbs than protein. This is keto, and keto is all about no carbs, but this only has, for one scoop, only has 3 grams of carbs, and it has 10 protein, and I typically do 2 scoops at once. And then Orgain has another chocolate flavor of this protein powder that's not keto or whatever, but it's really, really good and has like 20 grams of protein. So this protein is super delicious, and it's something that I can easily use for post-workouts because I drink protein powder after workouts to help my muscle recovery. So this is the protein I use because it tastes the best and it makes a very delicious shake, which I will post some videos right after this. But I love this brand. I love this specific protein powder. I would recommend it to anyone. I will link it below if you want to try it. Let me know if you get it. Let me know how you like it because I think it's so yummy. And then I also usually don't, if I do just the protein powder but I add liquid, I usually do either water or I have this, oh my gosh, Chobani has this like vanilla oat milk thing. Is so good. So together it makes an amazing combo. So if you want to try this, the link is below. Let me know how you like it. So I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite smoothie recipes that I make with the keto protein. So that's the Chobani milk. This is the keto protein that I use. I do 1 to 2 scoops with some ice. I always love almond butter to throw in there. Makes it nice and creamy. Cocoa powder because I'm literally obsessed with chocolate, so I put some cocoa powder in there, about 1 tablespoon. I use chia seeds for some extra fiber, once again a tablespoon or so. I like bananas in my smoothie. I think it makes it taste really sweet and yummy, so I do 1 banana. I'll add some extra water. And then I love to put spinach in my smoothies, so it adds some extra greens, and you actually, especially with the chocolate, you cannot taste it. So yummy. Blend it all up. And then I have this Yeti cup that if I make my smoothie the night before, it keeps it super, super cold. And then I have these straws that my sister-in-law bought me, and the straw gets really cold, and so it's just really yummy when it sits overnight in the fridge. And here is me all happy drinking my yummy smoothie. Okay, so here's the hard part. I really don't want to do this, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do a little twirly transformation, not transformation, but here's my body because this is where I'm at and what I'm doing. I also wanna share my measurements with you. So currently I am 170 pounds. My legs are at 26.5 inches. My lower tummy is 37 inches. Waist is 34.5, and my butt is 41. So I'm gonna do a little twirly thing. I literally don't wanna do this, but we're gonna do it. I'm also gonna wear a tank top. Most of these videos that people post, they're like in bra and shorts, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. Not because I'm like too scared to, but I work at a church, keep my reputation pure, not do something really weird. So I'm going to, have a tank top and shorts, and I'll wear those same clothes throughout the videos that we do. Let's go. I should probably put my hair up. So there you have it. That is my measurements, that is my weight, that is my body right now. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna choose? Are you gonna do something physical and choose calories and to start losing the quarantine 15, if you know what I mean? Are you gonna choose to journal or choose to ride your bike every day? Whatever it is, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna commit to it? And if you are, let's do it together. I'm really excited about this. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. So if this flops, at least I tried, right? But I really want this to work. I really want us to band together and to commit to our health and our overall well-being in terms of this post being in our house and being cooped up, or continuing to choose to do healthy things while we're still in quarantine. So thank you for joining me today. Keep updated. I will be sending emails. Please send me your email. I want to keep connected. Be watching my Instagram because a lot of updates will be going on there on my stories. And I want to encourage you, and I want to be here for you, and I want to do this together. So let's do it. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great start to your post-quarantine health challenge. We will see you next week.